Most people spend their entire lives trapped in a financial illusion. They are taught from a very young age that the path to success is simple: go to school, get good grades, find a safe and secure job, work hard, save a little money, buy a house, pay off the mortgage, and retire. It is a blueprint that has been passed down from generation to generation. But in the modern world, this blueprint is fundamentally broken. It is a recipe for financial struggle, not financial freedom. The reason it is broken is not because hard work is no longer valued, but because the rules of money have changed, and our education system has failed to update its curriculum to match reality. We are taught how to work for money, but we are never taught how to make money work for us. In 1997, Robert Kiyosaki published a book that would shatter this illusion and become one of the best-selling personal finance books of all time. Rich Dad Poor Dad is not a technical manual on how to pick stocks or balance a checkbook. It is a profound philosophical and psychological guide to wealth creation. It challenges the deeply ingrained beliefs we hold about money, work, and security. It exposes the blind spots of the middle class and reveals the hidden mechanics of how the truly wealthy build and protect their fortunes. Today, we are going to dive deep into this masterpiece, breaking down its core lessons, exploring the mindset shifts required to escape the rat race, and providing you with a new framework for financial freedom. The foundation of the book rests on a simple, yet powerful narrative. Kiyosaki grew up with two father figures who profoundly shaped his worldview. His biological father, whom he calls his poor dad, was a highly educated man. He held a PhD, worked for the government, and believed in the traditional path. He believed in job security, a steady paycheck, and climbing the corporate ladder. Despite his high income and advanced degrees, he struggled financially his entire life, constantly burdened by debt and taxes. His rich dad, on the other hand, was his best friend's father. He was a high school dropout who never finished college. He had no formal academic credentials, but he possessed a deep, intuitive understanding of money, business, and investing. He eventually became one of the wealthiest men in Hawaii. These two men had completely opposite beliefs about money, and Kiyosaki found himself torn between them. He realized early on that he had to choose which dad's philosophy he would follow. He chose the rich dad, and the lessons he learned form the core of this book. Let us begin with the first and perhaps most paradigm-shifting lesson: the rich don't work for money. For the poor and the middle class, money is the master. They work hard, they trade their time for a paycheck, and they are driven by two primary emotions: fear and greed. Fear of not having money motivates them to work hard at their jobs. Once they get that paycheck, greed or desire takes over, and they start thinking about all the wonderful things money can buy. They buy a nicer car, a bigger house, or go on a vacation. But soon, the fear returns as the bills pile up, and they go back to work. This cycle repeats endlessly. This is the rat race. The rich, however, do not let money control them. They do not work for money, they make money work for them. They understand that a paycheck is the lowest form of income and the most heavily taxed. Instead of trading their time for money, they use their time to build or acquire assets that generate income even when they are sleeping. They shift their focus from earning a salary to building cash flow. This is a fundamental shift in perspective. The poor and middle class focus on income statements, how much they make. The rich focus on balance sheets, what they own. This brings us to the second lesson, which is the most crucial concept in the entire book: why teach financial literacy. You cannot build wealth if you do not understand the difference between an asset and a liability. This sounds incredibly simple, yet it is the exact reason why most people struggle financially. Here is the rule: an asset puts money in your pocket. A liability takes money out of your pocket. That is it. It is not about what the bank says is an asset, or what the tax code says. It is purely about cash flow. If it does not put money in your pocket, it is not an asset. The middle class believes their house is their greatest asset. But if you take out a mortgage, pay property taxes, pay for insurance, pay for maintenance, and pay for utilities, Your house is taking money out of your pocket every single month. Therefore, according to the strict definition of cash flow, your primary residence is a liability. It is not an investment, it is an expense. The rich understand this. They buy real estate, but they buy properties that generate rental income. They buy businesses. They buy stocks that pay dividends. They buy intellectual property. They acquire things that generate cash flow. The pattern of the poor is simple: they have income, and it immediately goes to expenses. The pattern of the middle class is slightly more complex: they have income, they use it to buy liabilities that they think are assets, and then they have expenses. The pattern of the rich is entirely different. They use their income to acquire assets, and those assets generate enough income to cover their expenses and fund their luxuries. If you want to be rich, your entire focus must be on building your asset column. Everything else is secondary. This leads directly to the third lesson: mind your own business. Most people spend their lives minding someone else's business. They work for the owner of the company, they work to make the shareholders rich, they work to pay the government through taxes, and they work to pay off the bank through their mortgage. At the end of their lives, they have nothing to show for it. Kiyosaki does not necessarily mean you should quit your job tomorrow. He means that while you are working your day job, you should be relentlessly focused on your own business, your asset column. Your profession is what you do from 9 to 5 to pay the bills. Your business is what you do to build your wealth. Keep your day job if you must, but start pouring your extra income into assets. Do not buy luxuries until your assets can pay for them. When you want a new car, do not buy it with your salary. Buy an asset that generates enough cash flow to pay the lease on the car. This is how the rich buy luxuries. They use the fruits of their assets, not the sweat of their labor. The fourth lesson is about the history of taxes and the power of corporations. This is where the rich have a massive, legal advantage over the poor and the middle class. The poor and the middle class follow a simple financial pattern: they earn money, they pay taxes on that money, and then they spend what is left. The rich follow a completely different pattern: they earn money, they spend it through their corporation, and then they pay taxes on what is left. Corporations are not physical buildings, they are legal entities, mere folders containing legal documents that protect the wealth of the owners. They provide a veil of protection and a massive array of tax deductions. The rich use corporations to deduct expenses before they pay taxes. They can deduct their car, their travel, their meals, and their health club memberships as business expenses. The middle class pays taxes first and then tries to live on what is left, with very few legal deductions available to them. Understanding the law and the tax code is a critical component of financial intelligence. The government gives you incentives to do what they want, like providing housing or creating jobs, and those incentives come in the form of tax breaks. The rich understand this game and use it to their advantage. The poor and middle class complain about taxes, but they do not take the time to learn the rules of the game. Financial literacy includes understanding accounting, investing, market dynamics, and the law. The fifth lesson is that the rich invent money. Often, we are taught that real opportunities are rare, and that if we just wait, the right opportunity will come along. But in the real world, great opportunities are not seen with your eyes, they are seen with your mind. People who lack financial intelligence do not recognize great investment opportunities because they are not looking for them. They are too busy working for money to notice money working. The rich invent money by spotting opportunities that others miss. They find a deal, they raise the money, they put the deal together, and they organize smart people to work for them. This requires financial intelligence, which is the ability to solve financial problems. It is the ability to negotiate, to understand risk, and to think creatively. A major mental block that prevents people from inventing money is the phrase, "I can't afford it." When you say, "I can't afford it," your brain shuts down. It stops thinking. It accepts defeat. The rich do not say, "I can't afford it." They ask, "How can I afford it?" This simple shift from a statement to a question forces your brain to work, to search for solutions, to think creatively. It opens up possibilities that were previously invisible. Financial genius requires technical knowledge, but it also requires courage and the willingness to think differently. The sixth and final core lesson is, work to learn, don't work for money. Job security used to be the ultimate goal, but in the information age, job security is an illusion. The world is changing too fast. To be financially secure, you need to be adaptable. Kiyosaki advises young people to seek jobs for what they will learn, not what they will earn. He specifically recommends learning sales and marketing. These are the most important skills for anyone who wants to be successful. You can be the smartest person in the world, you can have the best product, but if you cannot sell it, you will fail. Many talented people are poor because they focus too much on making a better mousetrap and not enough on selling it. They are specialists. But the rich are often generalists. They know a little bit about a lot. They understand accounting, they understand law, they understand management, and most importantly, they understand sales and communication. Communication is the #1 skill for personal success. If you cannot communicate, whether it is writing, speaking, or negotiating, you are at a massive disadvantage. Working to learn means stepping out of your comfort zone. If you are an engineer, go work in sales for a few years. If you are a writer, go learn how to manage a team. Acquire a broad range of skills. The world rewards those who can synthesize different disciplines and apply them to create value. Now that we have covered the 6 core lessons, we must address the internal barriers that prevent people from applying them. Kiyosaki identifies 5 main obstacles that stand in the way of financial success, even for those who are financially literate. The first obstacle is fear. Specifically, the fear of losing money. Everyone is afraid of losing money. The difference is how you handle it. The poor let the fear of losing paralyze them. They never take risks, so they never win. The rich are also afraid of losing, but they manage their fear. They understand that failure is a part of the process. Every time they fail, they learn something new. They adopt the mindset of a cowboy, keep riding. You will get bucked off, but you have to get back on. The second obstacle is cynicism. The world is full of Chicken Littles who run around screaming that the sky is falling. They doubt themselves, and they doubt others. Cynicism blinds you to opportunities. When you listen to the doubters, you become a doubter. The rich tune out the noise. They do not take financial advice from people who are not financially successful. They focus on their own vision and their own analysis. The third obstacle is laziness. But this is not the laziness of doing nothing. It is the laziness of staying busy. People stay busy at work, at home, watching television, or playing golf to avoid facing the important issues in their lives, like their health, their relationships, and their wealth. It is a form of avoidance. The cure for this laziness is a little bit of greed. It is asking yourself, what's in it for me? You need to be slightly selfish about your time and your energy. You need to demand a return on your effort. If an activity is not moving you toward your financial goals, you need to question why you are doing it. The fourth obstacle is bad habits. Our lives are a reflection of our habits more than our education. The poor have bad financial habits. They pay their bills first and spend what is left. The rich have good financial habits. They pay themselves first. They allocate money to their asset column before they pay their bills. This creates a positive pressure. When your creditors come knocking because you paid yourself first, the pressure forces you to be creative and find ways to make more money to pay the bills. You use the pressure to your advantage. The fifth obstacle is arrogance. Arrogance is ego plus ignorance. When you are arrogant, you think that what you do not know is not important. You think you know everything. The rich are constantly learning. They take courses, they read books, they hire experts. They know that the world is vast and their knowledge is limited. Arrogance leads to financial ruin because it blinds you to your own blind spots. To overcome these obstacles and truly awaken your financial genius, Kiyosaki outlines several practical steps to get started. First, you need a reason greater than reality. You need a deep, emotional reason why you want to be wealthy and why you do not want to be poor. If your reason is not strong enough, the pain of the journey will make you quit. You need to combine the desire for something great with the disgust for something terrible. Second, you must make choices every single day. Every dollar that comes into your hands is a choice. You can choose to buy a liability, or you can choose to buy an asset. You can choose to watch television, or you can choose to study investing. Your life today is the result of the choices you made yesterday. Your life tomorrow will be the result of the choices you make today. Choose to be rich. Third, choose your friends carefully. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Do not take financial advice from your poor friends, no matter how much you like them. Surround yourself with people who talk about money, who talk about investing, who talk about business. Join groups, attend seminars, and network with people who are on the same path as you. Fourth, master a formula and then learn a new one. The world is full of people who know one thing really well. But to be wealthy, you need to know multiple formulas. Learn how to buy real estate. Then learn how to invest in stocks. Then learn how to start a business. The more formulas you know, the more opportunities you can recognize. Fifth, pay yourself first. This is the ultimate discipline. Before you pay the government, before you pay the bank, before you pay the grocery store, pay your asset column. If you do not have enough money to pay your bills after paying yourself, do not touch your savings. Let the pressure of your creditors force you to invent new ways to make money. This is how you build financial muscle. Finally, use your brain to buy luxuries. Do not buy luxuries on credit. Do not buy them with your salary. Buy an asset, and let the cash flow from that asset buy the luxury. This teaches you the power of delayed gratification and the magic of assets. It turns your desires into a motivational tool for building wealth. As we conclude this deep exploration of Rich Dad Poor Dad, it is vital to understand that this book is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It is a get-rich-slow, get-rich-smart, and get-rich-sure blueprint. It requires a fundamental rewiring of your brain. You have to unlearn decades of societal conditioning that tells you to play it safe, to avoid debt, and to rely on an employer for your security. True security does not come from a job. True security comes from financial intelligence. It comes from knowing how to generate cash flow, how to protect your assets from taxes, and how to continuously acquire things that put money in your pocket. The world is shifting from the industrial age to the information age. In the industrial age, the most valuable asset was the factory. In the information age, the most valuable asset is your mind. If you train your mind to see opportunities, if you train your mind to understand the difference between assets and liabilities, and if you train your mind to overcome the fear of failure, you will not just survive the changing economic landscape. You will thrive in it. You will escape the rat race. You will stop working for money, and you will finally, truly, make money work for you. The choice is yours. The lessons are clear. Now, it is time to build your asset column.